Hey y'all, it's KB and thank you for tuning in to my channel. So last week we spoke about how your biggest supporters are not always the people closest to you. This week we are going to speak about how your biggest supporters still can be the people closest to you. It really depends. So before I go into my blabbing sesh, I'm going to show you guys a clip so you guys can see my biggest supporter. Check it out. Alright, so to go with my last video of talking about how your biggest supporters are not always the people that are closest to you. Sometimes they are. Fortunately for me, in my case, my biggest supporter is my boyfriend.
Yay.
And I think that when you have someone that's really close to you, it helps you and it drives you so much more on levels that you never had before, for the fact that sometimes they see something in you that you can't see in you. This is somebody that knows you very well, you spend a lot of your time with, so they get to see your behaviors and see how you approach your passion and get to tell you what can make things better, what you can do, what they see from the outside looking in, because they don't really know everything about, for example, what I do. He didn't know anything about photography or film before he started dating me.
That's true.
And then when we started dating, that's when it became something he became interested in learning. And he was able to tell me stuff that I was like, hey, babe, that's a good idea. I never thought about things this way. He's also, co-owner of Photo Booth Flair. Check out our Instagram page. We're working on the followers. We get best photo booth in Jersey and New York area.
Need your help.
Right? So I guess a good question to ask you is, being that you've never been into video, you've never been into photography, what made you want to get into it, knowing that it's something I was doing and it wasn't something that really you were passionate or very interested in to that extent?
I mean, I was always on the other side of the camera, I used to do modeling and stuff like that. So being on that side of the camera, I was never really interested in the part of the photography. What got me most likely interested in Karen's work, which is her passion, her passion and how excited she was about her work. And just after I saw how good she was at what she was doing, it's just naturally to come from me to support her in what she was doing, and that's pretty much it, that's just saw her work, how good her work was, and seeing how passionate you are towards your work really made me want to push you toward being better at what you are and continue pushing you to focus more on your career.
So it's very helpful, and I feel like I've been doing this for anywhere between 8 to 10 years, and I feel like I've started to make the most growth since we started dating, because it's great to have a good support system. And those, I'm not saying this to say that your support system has to be a significant other, but it could also be a friend, letting them know, like, hey, I know this is not something you're into, but I do need that extra push from you because I need someone on my side. Or another person that I find that is very helpful to me is having other photographer friends. So when you have people in your craft and you guys are connecting on a regular basis, not just when you guys see each other you link up, but like reaching out, texting, talking, trying to get together and meet up and make ideas, it's something so much more powerful. So when I don't have my friends that are into photography, luckily I have my boyfriend, and he's able to talk to me, and he's able to, have some of those similar conversations I may have with someone that's passionate as well, because he's passionate about me and wanting me to grow, so he's able to relate in that sense.
Definitely.
But if you don't have that person, it's definitely trying to network and building your network of people who want to do the same thing you want to do, so that you're continuously in that environment. It's very important to be in that environment, at least a few hours of every day. Like I said before, you give 40 hours to your full-time job to be in that environment. So take that same amount of time and put it into what you want to do, or you're going to always be at that 40-hour job that's not your passion. You're just doing it for the money aspect of it. Turn your passion and make it something that you're monetizing from and enjoying at the same time.
Yeah, I tell ya.
Really?
So like the video said, you know, it's great to have someone that's close to you that is, you know, your significant other. They should definitely be someone that is supporting you all the way. This is somebody that you're planning to spend your life with, someone that you're building with, someone you're growing with. So they should definitely be on your own single growth as well. Keep in mind, even when you get into a relationship, you guys are still individuals. So you definitely still need to continue your own drive, your own path. Even though you guys are meeting in the middle, you're still individual, so you still need to have things that you do separately. They're still helping you as an individual. They're just being a partner at that point. So make sure that when you guys do get in relationships or you are in relationships, that person is a vital piece to your puzzle. Like I said before, I've been doing this for a while now. I probably got the years a little mixed up, making me feel a little old now that I keep saying like this 8 to 10 years thing. But I've probably like seriously been doing photography for the last 5 years. Like once I graduated, I kind of dipped into it a little more excessively because I had more time to do that. But what was I saying? Yes. So I have really got serious within the last couple of years when I, you know, got into a relationship, because in the past, I'm not saying it to like throw shots at anybody or, you know, past relationships, but sometimes if people don't understand what you're doing, or if they're not interested in what you're doing, they can't always show you that support you need. Friends are different. You vibe with your friends, you guys connect on different levels, but a person that you're spending a lot of your time with and person that you're trying to grow and build a relationship and a future with, they definitely have to be a vital piece of your puzzle. So they should definitely be, you know, your number one supporter in what you do, or at least, you know, on the top of the list. They should have a big interest in you growing, not necessarily in what you're doing, but on your growth and your development. So that's very important. If you don't, it's fine. Like I said, you definitely should be hanging around people that are similar in interest with you, because this is how you're feeding off each other. You may have ideas that this person hasn't thought of, whatever the case. It doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be photography and film. It could be anything, but you should be around like-minded people. That's how you grow. You guys feed off of each other and you get better. So definitely make sure that your circle is filled with those people. Now I feel like I'm like surrounding myself around all positive people that are trying to make me grow. You know what I'm saying? My friends, they may not be interested in what I'm doing, but they support me. They like what I'm doing. Oh, you know, I saw your post, I saw this, whatever the case is. Everyone around you should be supporting you in some type of extent. It doesn't have to be the biggest, but it has to be something. You know what I'm saying? You can't have people that are putting you down, because keep in mind, like we talked about before, your mind is very powerful. And when you're getting negative energy into your mind, or people aren't giving you like the recognition you feel like you need, being in your circle, that can deter you from going forward and moving ahead. You're not supposed to rely on people, yeah, but that, at the same time, like, this is your energy. You putting people in your energy that aren't really helping you thrive, you're not gonna thrive whether you like to or not. So wanted to make this one a little shorter because I said the last one was gonna be shorter. So that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, I know I saw some of your requests for the kind of videos that you want me to put, so I do have an idea of something I might do next week. We'll see, got it in the works, but stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed, and check you out on my next video. Peace.